What's up, curl friends? It is Dr. Crystal Cunningham, clinical pharmacist, transformational curl care specialist, and the founder of Bold Culture Beauty. And I am back today with more great tips to help you save time, build confidence, and make natural hair care easy. Now, today we are going to be looking at some of the leading causes of failed styles. And in talking with some of my curl friends, I realized that a lot of us are not getting styles that last beyond that 24 to 48 hour mark. So what we're going to do today is really dig deep into what is causing us to cultivate styles that do not last, and then through us identifying those things, we'll be better equipped to rectify those situations and move forward intentionally and confidently to help us create curls that last. So I have a story for you, and I want you to listen closely, and then if it resonates with you, let me know. And by the end of this story, we'll be better positioned to identify some things that are keeping us from achieving the longevity in our styles that we desire. So, curl friends, it is wash day. Now, some of us love it and some of us hate it, but today you are loving it because so far everything has been working out well. If you had to guess, today was going to be a 10 just based off of your cleansing, detangling, and styling on its own. And so, you are super excited because so far everything has been working out exactly how you envisioned that it would. Now you're getting ready to style and you are super excited because if the washing and detangling and conditioning process was any indication, you're pretty sure that this styling process is going to be on point as well. You just tried or purchased a new product and you're so excited about giving it a try. Now you have reached the point where you're at your last section and you are super stoked because you've been very intentional about doing everything that you've read about and seen about cultivating an amazing wash day, and you are feeling yourself and this new product. You're thinking this might have been exactly what I needed. Your curls are popping even though they're still wet. You're still on the fence because you know sometimes when that hair dries it looks a little bit different, but so far so great. Your curls are super defined now that they're wet, and so you're willing to pat yourself on the back a little bit because you think you have done an amazing job. So kudos, girlfriend, because it sounds like you really did, right? So as your hair dries, you're kind of shocked because not only were your curls popping when they're wet, but your curls are popping right now. Your hair is dry, your style is fresh, and you still have a significant amount of definition. Now, this doesn't typically happen to you, so you are super excited and you run through your wash day checklist. You say, I got a little bit of hang time, check. There is some shrinkage, so you're like, it could have been a little bit more hang time, but I'm cool with that. You've got a lot of curl definition, you have a little bit of volume, and you even have some movement. So today is not a complete disaster. It's actually been pretty good. So you put this wash day in the win column. You are feeling yourself. Your day one curls are amazing. You are super excited because you have managed to master wash day. Now day two rolls around and you're still excited because you still have definition, but you have a little bit more volume, and this is the look and the style that you have been dying to create. So as day two comes to an end, you can't wait to see what happens on day three. You're anticipating that since day one and day two were so amazing, day three is going to be as amazing as well. You put your bonnet on, or you tie your hair up, you get ready to go to bed, you are thanking the Lord for this amazing crown that He has blessed you with, and everything is all right. Until you wake up on day three. Now, you are shocked because if day one and day two were any indication of how your day three should have turned out, this style is actually lying on you. Now you went to bed with some beautiful definition, a nice amount of volume, and your curls were popping, and you wake up and you're like, what in the world happened? You're frustrated. This is the third or fourth new product that you have tried. And this is the 100th time you have gotten to a position where your styles have lasted less than 3 days. And so you are overwhelmed, you're frustrated, you're confused. You're saying, Dr. Crystal told me that natural hair care was supposed to be easy, right? Dr. Crystal told me that I didn't have to do all the things, and that if I did the right things, I would get the results that I would desire. And you're like, listen, I don't have all the time in the world to keep rewashing my hair every 3 to 4 days. I don't have all the time in the world to keep trying to figuring out what products I need to be using. I'm tired of the trial and error. I'm tired of these styles that don't last. I just want to be able to identify the products that I need, create a style, and then have it last more than 2 days. Listen. And so it is not lost on me, curl friends, that this is where a lot of us, or a lot of you, may be on your natural hair journey. And yes, I have told you that natural hair care can be easy. And it is true. It is very true. I'm a product of natural hair care being easy, and so are all my curl friends who I work with. They're all products of natural hair care being easy. But one of the things that we also have to understand when it comes to making natural hair care easy is that we need to set a foundation for our success. And so today what I'm going to do is help you set that foundation by identifying some of the common things that will cause us to have styles that do not make it past that 24 to 48 hour mark. Now, some of you whose styles don't even make it past day one are like, ooh, I wish I could get a style to last 2 days. And if that is you, or if you've gotten it to that 2 days but you can't get it beyond, no worries. Today we're going to look at some of the leading causes of us creating styles that don't last in an effort to help you address and identify the things that are keeping you from being successful, so you can run the play to being able to cultivate styles that last and ultimately make natural hair care easy. Now, my number one thing on this list when it comes to not being able to create a style that lasts is the fact that we don't necessarily have a proper understanding of our hair. And I think sometimes our first inclination is to want to immediately grab products, but before we grab products, before we want to know how much product should we use, what kind of product should I use, we have to be really intentional about understanding our curls. And in understanding our curls, we also want to understand how our lifestyle and environment affect the styles we choose and the products we choose, and how it affects the way our hair will show up. So the first thing that is stopping a lot of us from cultivating styles that last is we do not fully understand our hair. Now, the next thing is actually really big and it's easy to solve, but in a lot of situations, our hair is not clean. And if we are co-washing only, if we are inconsistent with our cleansing and conditioning, if we're washing only once every 3 to 4 weeks, or maybe sometimes longer than that, then we haven't created an environment where our hair can thrive, and we haven't done our due diligence in making sure our curls are clean. Clean curls will generate the best results, hands down. So if you're struggling with cultivating styles that last, make sure you go back and do some intentional review of how you're actually caring for your curls. And if you are not using shampoo, and if you are not using the right shampoo, make sure you do your diligence to be intentional about cleansing your curls and then using the appropriate types of products to help you achieve the results you desire. Now, another thing that keeps us from getting to a place where our styles can last longer is that our hair isn't healthy. And this goes back to better being able to know and understand our hair. But when we have that proper understanding of our hair, we can do the necessary work to cultivate healthy hair. Healthy hair, hands down. If your goal is to achieve healthy hair and you are able to cultivate an environment that allows your styles to last, then from that health, you can birth longevity in your styles. But a lot of times we are not focusing on the health of our hair. And so when we apply products to hair that is not healthy, we will ultimately achieve styles that do not last. Now, the next thing you have to do is get your techniques down pat, from cleansing and conditioning to actually styling. Technique matters. And actually, your cleansing and conditioning technique sets you up for being more successful when it comes to styling your hair and cultivating styles that last. So make sure your styling is on point. Now, here's a quick rundown of some of the things that are keeping us from being successful when it comes to creating styles that last. We don't understand our hair or how our environment affects how our hair will behave. We are not working on hair that is clean. Our styling, cleansing, and conditioning techniques are not down pat, and our hair isn't healthy. When we don't address these issues, we are always going to set ourselves up for styles that do not last. We're always going to be frustrated, and we're always going to be disappointed. So curl friends, start here. Focus on better understanding your hair, making sure that your hair is clean, making sure that your cleansing and conditioning and detangling techniques are on point, making sure that your styling techniques are on point, making sure that your hair is healthy. And I guarantee you, when you start with this baseline, you will be better positioned to cultivate styles that last. Listen, there's more to the list that I don't have time to share, but you can definitely check out all of my comments and the complete blog at boldsculture.com. I will drop the link in the comments. But curl friends, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If this resonated with you, bring a curl friend next week, and let's talk more about simple ways that you can save time, build confidence, and make natural hair care easy. And until next week, go boldly.